Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on another team from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Yellow Jackets will put total leather and we'll get started. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So SMU's offense will have the football first. And boy, do these guys present a problem no matter what you try to stop, David, with this quarterback and running back combination.
Man, this is a true pick your poison, right? You got a great back, a great quarterback. Like, this offense can hurt you in a multitude of ways, Jesse. I just don't know which way they're going to try first.
Yeah, it's like you said, pick your poison. You want to...
Just steamrolling the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet.
Snags it down the right side. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Mustangs are threatening in the red zone. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The Yellow Jackets offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Shakes off the defender. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. And they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The give to the tailback. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. He's able to get the tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Find my guys quickly. Know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harden. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw. It's King. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front.
Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The give to the left side. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Yellow Jackets are on the move. He'll pull it on the read. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what do coaches talk about? Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. They go to the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit him right in the middle of the field.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Dropping back, it's King. Fires to the right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you could tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Runs through the tackle. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Give to the running back. Look out, he's got room. Past the first down marker and still running. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
First down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Harden. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Here's the pressure. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to pass. It's King. Throws for the tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Got it in the middle. It's Bell. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
On the ground, it's Haynes. At the 20, he's got space. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That brings them to within 1.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Haynes. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sends it back in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's King. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Quarterback making adjustments. Running into the open space. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half.
Breaks into the open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed.
Turning on the Jets. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Mustangs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Good, right down the boulevard. Now up by 4 here in the 3rd quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Rice. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the grab over the middle. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, making it an easy completion.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick opponent. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. He's looking to throw. Here's a hit. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Got room to work. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harden. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They want to run this quarterback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Singleton. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs are rolling down the field. To the ground with the back. Nice move to keep running. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Quarterback making checks. The Mustangs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. So 1st down will open up the final period. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's King. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Rush is on him. Trying to make magic with his feet. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Yellow Jackets started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's King. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Motion from the back. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Mustangs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So after the 1st down run, here's 2nd down. Calls his own number. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Mustangs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it in the middle, it's Green. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Gets the back moving. They'll run it. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's King. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Back to pass, it's King. Pocket breaking down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught over the middle, it's Singleton. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw for it. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Making side adjustments here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level there.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Took care of it himself. And that is how we will wrap this one up. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.